Imagine. Us
Hey
all sitting at
everybody,
a restaurant.
hello, I am DM Discretion. This is Gotham After Dark.
Thrones of the Underworld.
Sorry. Today we have Audible, Diablo, Mystic Knight, Toreador, Ethera, and Crosshair. Full complement of our group of intrepid ne'er-do-wells, as Thrones of the Underworld is a villain-centric campaign. These guys are big bads. I guess that's it. That's where we're going with that. So let's pick it up from where we last left off.
No.
We had Ethera was with what's her name? Fuck is her name?
Storm. Something Storm. Something
Yeah,
name was Storm.
Miss Storm, yeah.
Yep.
Give me a moment.
Vanessa Storm, I believe her name is. If that's
Yeah, I'm actually checking my notes.
Mm-hmm. At a heliport on the Hudson River. That's a Hudson.
Grabbing something. We'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
West side is
Was
the
over on the west side.
West side is the Hudson, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, right on the west side. And to experiment on the goop they managed to collect. The experiment itself involving ultraviolet light was almost too successful in that it transmuted the liquid from its dark, contaminated state to a semi-clear, almost grayish mop water consistency. And then as the technician was crossing the field in order to reach Miss Storm and Ethera, something swooped down from above from the night and snatched them off the ground. Something large, about 3 times the size of a man, winged, leathery wings, 4 semi-translucent leathery wings just grabbed them off the ground and flew off into the sky. You can look on your Roll20 and see the silhouette of the thing because you didn't really get that good a look. As it flew over the Hudson, moving, east towards the New Jersey shoreline of the, they call it West New York. The West New York shoreline, it tore the man in half, dropping his legs into the river. And then, and this is something that I didn't describe in the last one, it dove into the water after the legs.
Oh, great.
Only to disappear against the silhouette of the city lights and the new moon that is in the sky. So Miss Storm is decidedly surprised. Everyone is shocked. Everyone is pretty much in a stunned horror as this thing happened.
Yes.
And
yes.
she had turned and was like, "What the fuck was that?" It's like, they fly now? Is that one of those things?
Yep.
Nothing from the cheap sheets purse, sir.
Yep.
We have no idea, but that's the direction I'm going with. That holy shit, something new.
So you say, I want to know what those cameras caught. It's just, why am I talking to nobody? She turns and she pulls out she goes to her tablet. She starts punching in some keys, and you can see the experiment as she's running through it, the diagnostics, all the bells and whistles of everything that's happening from the UV and the liquid itself, and how it's transforming. There's more data than she can go through, but she's not going through the data. She's just going through the actual video.
Okay, I am going to tap her on the shoulder.
She said, wait, I'm almost done. Hold on. From the time that you spent with her, you've come to understand that she has she's borderline hyperactive ADHD. So
okay.
once she's fixated on that thing that she's working on, the project, the cause, whatever it is, she hyperfixates.
Right.
To the point where her assistants where most of her management staff, they take care of all the other parts of the business, and then they just report into her. So when she's done, she can grasp all this. She's genius level intellect, very focused,
But with
very driven.
hyperfixation, ADHD, she's on the spectrum.
Correct.
Yeah. I am going to, while glancing up at the sky from time to time and glancing around, going to hook into the crook of her arm and start moving towards cover.
All right, fine. Wait. Here. And then she comes to the point where the thing crosses the threshold of the cameras, the cameras cross points. So she's able to fixate on a part of it, and she's, the torso of it. You don't really get a look at its face because it's long. It's oddly shaped, and the way that it looks, it has like reptilian scales, and then it has 2 extra arms coming out of its torso. Then it has these clawed, almost bird-like taloned feet, and the claws in the center of the hands that came out of its torso are the ones that grabbed it. But its wings, and you could see the large shoulders with hands as well. As the center grabbed it, the top grabbed his head and almost engulfs his head with one of its hands as it folds over. So it's like you could just see the top of his head as it just snatches him off the ground and just moves. It's like, what the fuck is that? So just like, well, it doesn't look like it's covered in the fluid. But what is that?
I'm looking over.
So even her, you're pulling her
from
away,
the side.
and
yeah.
her people have swarmed around her, and they're like, "Man, we need to go. Man, we need to go." And they're nodding to you and to her car.
Okay, I am moving in that direction.
It's like, get the equipment, get everything, bring it in. I want every inch of that space torn up and analyzed. I need to know what the fuck this is. This is some sort of mutation from this thing or whatever. She's like, was it drawn by the light? What happened?
It's Storm. I don't know.
And she looks up.
I have
She's
no
like,
idea.
What? She's like, what? How did I get in my car? Never mind. So she's like, she's half talking to herself in sci-fi terms. She's this. No. That's not right.
I'm primarily listening to soak up whatever I possibly can while I'm here.
Yeah. Some of the stuff that she's talking about, you overheard some of the scientists over at the Helios Tower talking about their base nucleic chain
nuclides.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, and I'm hoping everybody else does too. But essentially, she's looking at the core of one of the cells that she was able to harvest and analyze, and she's that no, that can't be right now. No, it's like, what the fuck? It's like, is that a nanite? No, that can't be right. Okay. Yeah, we need to get to my lab. We need to get there now. It's like, wait, we don't have any of this shit on us, do we? Are we good? And she's like, give me my pack. She points to her a pack that's on the side that she had. Like it looks like an emergency kit. Just talking to you, Ethera.
Oh, okay.
She's like, no. Give me my pack. There's
I
a.
look at where she's pointing
Yeah.
and just reach for that.
She's like, she's like, no. There's a couple of UV lamps in there. Just some wands. Give me one. Take one and start. Just make sure that none of this shit is on us.
And I do. I give her one, and then I take one, and I start doing this shit like my life depends on it, because
Okay.
it fucking does.
All right.
She starts swinging it like a lightsaber.
So she's just like all over herself, and you, and one of her assistants. She's just waiting for her to do it, and as she swipes over her, she gets to a point by one of her legs, because everyone's sitting, and they're getting up and just awkwardly moving inside in her car. She has a stretch, not a limo, but one of those stretch SUVs where she can fit at least 9 people, and there's almost all of them, and there's this one girl. She's like, "All right, Allison, your turn." Saying, "Whoa, wait, just wait. What is that?" As she gets towards it, you can hear the sizzle and like a screeching sound, like, and Alice is just like, "What the hell was that?" You ever see The Thing?
Yeah.
It's just like, ma'am,
I
don't
shine
feel so good.
I shine my UV light right at her.
Mm-hmm. And she's doing the same thing, and everyone's moving away. Two of her armed security, they have their weapons trained on her, and Vanessa says, "Don't shoot." She's like, "Do not fucking shoot. If it's inside her, and we shoot, that thing's gonna be everywhere. Do not shoot." So she's trying to talk to the girl, and in almost like motherly hushed tones, she's like, Are you there? Are you? It's like, don't. Says that guy. She looks to you, Ethera. I need you. She's like, move to the far side. We need to make sure that she's covered on both sides. She's like, you 3, move there. Move over there.
It's like, follow commands.
And it's just like,
And
get the other light. And she takes someone reaching back into the pack, and she's like, "There's a spare in there. There's a spare. It's at the bottom. And she grabs and she throws it to one of the persons. So essentially, you're making like a triangle where everyone has got a spot to shine on this girl.
Okay.
The light's kind of blinding because it's extremely bright.
So I can't see her. Okay, I understand. I can deal with that.
Yeah. So the girl's just like. And then she stops for a second, takes a deep breath, opens her eyes, and I'm going to move on to the folks at the hotel. So the folks at the hotel, they're
Wow, you got my name.
there was a debrief. Crosshair, you were talking with Mo at the vault, Audible, and Toreador. You guys were back in the hotel, but I don't remember if you went to the room or you were in the bar.
They were out front,
That's right.
in front of the hotel, watching all the merriment.
If you're talking Audible, you're muted.
We were with Mo. Me, Toreador were with Mo when
he went out to the alley.
When CH pulled up on him and grabbed Mo to talk to him privately.
Correct. And you guys were outside in the alley surveying the wreckage of whatever was, whomever was against that wall, split in half, guts, everything out. And the cleanup crew was coming around to take care of that.
Yeah, we were watching the whole scene.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
And
we were trying to, because we were going to try to link with Crosshair and trade information, I think.
Okay. Let's see for a second here. So, Toreador, you're coming to get a little low. I didn't hear what you were saying.
no, I'm saying that We were just sitting there waiting for our turn to talk to him because she told us to wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but Mo is
Mo is indisposed at this point.
yeah, Mo is giving us a lot of information.
Oh, might be catching some bullets.
Yeah, Mo is giving us a lot of information, but he was not welcomed kindly by a lot of other people in the bar.
He rarely ever is.
Yeah.
Okay, so CH, listen, whatever's going on, whatever they're into, is some heavy shit.
Make it good, Mo.
It's some heavy shit. My guys up in the 85th, they were telling me, right, that these freaking Helios guys, they're all fucked up. Nobody knows where they is. Nobody knows what's happened. They say that building could come down at any time. It's fucked. I don't understand. That thing's like fucking 80, 90 stories or whatever. This is going to be like another fucking 9/11 times 2, times 10. You know, 9/11 times 10. What? I don't even know what that kind of number that is. That's really high number.
What do you have for me, Mo?
All right,
Anything physical?
So here's the thing. Some of their forensics guys, right? They nabbed them a couple of vials of that stuff, right? They didn't know what to do with it, but they put it in the lab. I had a guy in the inside. They checked in 3. He made the 3 a 2. So, and he pulls out a vial, and it's barely sealed. He's like, yeah, it took some doing.
Gosh.
He's like, so
you have any on you?
Whoa! What are you talking about? And he turns it over.
I put my hand.
He's just like, no, I think it's
my
good.
Hand over it. No. He ain't turned it over. I put my hand over it before he does. Hell no. I put the cork on real
He's
tight.
just like, wait a minute. No. This is my cologne bottle. He's just like, wait a minute. No. It's good.
No. Look at me, Mo.
I was like, what? What are you talking about?
Mo?
Ain't nothing coming out.
Let
Look.
it go. Let it go.
All right, CH. I told you I'm gonna come through.
Right,
I'm
put
gonna
that
come
top
through
one
for
there.
you. You did for me, I do for you.
You have any notes?
Well, was I supposed to get? What are we in school?
I said
what are you talking
everything. If I'm knocking $20,000 off the $25,000 you
Oh,
owe.
come on, CH. This is the best I could do. The guy said they didn't even start testing it yet. If you want to talk, you want to get all physical, scientifical, and you're gonna need to go to the guys. My guy didn't. He just got this. I knocked off his debt. You're knocking off my debt. Everybody's we're all doing well today.
Did he? Is this thing moving inside this test tube?
Well, it was moving because he moved it. Did you grab it from him, or does he still have it in his hand?
I took it from him, and I made sure the cork was sealed. This thing was properly sealed.
Mm-hmm. It is properly
and I look
sealed.
I look up at it.
So, for a second, you could swear it moved.
Oh.
But
And it's laughing at
your
you.
eyes have been playing tricks on you for a while now.
All right, Mo. You did good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll knock 10,000 off the 25,000 you owe.
Oh, well, yeah. Come on, CAs. You know what I did to get this? I went through a lot of people to get this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on.
Probably showed some pictures on the phone of one of the guys that was probably cheating on his wife and or girlfriend doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing.
Hold on,
then you turned right around and told him that you would send it to his wife along with a dozen roses to get everything. And am I lying? Am I lying?
All right. I may have had to, employ some tactics that weren't above board, but he's looking around. He's like, "Come on, ready to." I mean, come on. All right, how about this? I owe you 10K. I could do 10, please, for me.
All right, Mo. Don't breathe the word of this to anybody.
Not a word. My lips are sealed. Sealed like the fucking lid in Fort Knox. I swear, my kids, He has no
They
kids.
have no kids.
I
I call.
swear.
You don't have any kids.
Well, the kids that I know. You know what I'm saying?
So as he's telling me all that, I send a text directly to the bar. Mo does not get any bar, nothing to drink.
He's like,
Nobody's
all right,
buying him anything. Nobody gets anything.
He's
From
like,
him. This
so-
man is dry.
He's like, so
The bar's
if
closed then.
if we're all square, I think I deserve a drink because this has been one fuck of a night.
I pop open a bottle of Chardonnay. I pour him a glass. Here you go.
It's like, oh shit, breaking out the good stuff.
It was a twist
He's
cap.
like-
He didn't know that though.
He's like, yeah.
No, I pop a good one. No. You know what? Since he did good, I'll treat him. I pull out a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle bourbon.
He's like, oh, this is it. This is it. Thank you. He's like, you ain't gonna have one. This
No,
deserves a
I
toast.
have work to do and I had to make a phone call.
He's like, this deserves a toast. He's like, whoa, did that thing move? Yeah, I think I gotta go. It's been a business doing pleasure with you, CH. But you know, if you need me, you got my number. I'll be around.
All right. As soon as he leaves, I go on voice activation. Call Vanessa Storm.
Okay. All right. With that said, we're gonna move to Audible Toreador. You guys are outside trying assessing the scene. You saw what you saw, and the cleanup crew and the Obsidian security is trying to either get you to go back in or to get you to leave.
No, we would stay back. We'd go back in, but did Mo went outside with CH? Do we see them walk back in?
After
think
maybe a few minutes, once you're coming back in, you see
All right.
Mo. You see Mo trying to get into the lounge. He's like, "Oh, I was just with the boss. Come on. What do you mean? No, hey, come on, Benny. Benny, it's me. It's Mo. I can't go in to get a drink. One drink. Come on. You know what kind of a fuck night this has been for me." He sees you guys coming. He's like, "Oh, fellas, can you do something here? Come on. These are my pals. These are my guys. I'm with them. Vinny, come
Sorry,
on."
Mo. You're cut off. No
Well,
drink.
no. But you're not. You're still in the vault making a call.
No. I'm Biddy at the door.
Oh.
Sorry. Boss is
I already spent enough money on Mo as far as drinks, so I'm done with that. I think he gave us the information we could try to get from him. I'm gonna look for Crosshair. Toreador, you down for that?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Jump.
So we where do we see Crosshair at this point?
For the first few moments, depending on what Crosshair does, you're not going to see her in this specific scene. What, if anything, in that time frame are you guys doing?
What was the last thing? Mo was telling us.
Mo is just trying to get in. He's trying to get his booze on.
Right. No, but I'm saying the last time we had a conversation, what was he talking about before? I'm trying to remember.
We were trying to get out of him what he found out. He found out.
Right. Right. I'm unfortunately blanking.
All right. So I look at Mo. I'm like, what happened? They're not letting you in?
Hey, I'm cut off. I got a tab here. I got a tab, baby. It's good. I make good. Come on.
Sorry. The boss says no. She means it.
Ah, what the shit?
I'm not trying to anger the gun bunny, your boss. So I'm not trying to get shot by somebody.
He's just like, oh.
I'm not trying to get shot by your boss.
Hey, listen,
I
cool.
already got attacked by a friend of mine.
He's
that
like,
was preacher. So
hey, listen, Cool Breeze. You don't want to go talking gum. You don't want to go making those kinds of slurs against CH. She don't like that. Just a word of advice. Just a word of advice.
I don't mind gun buddy. I don't mind gun buddy. Just don't call me a bitch. And don't inappropriately touch me.
Tell that to Mo. Hey, you don't want none of that. You don't want none of you. Wait. What do you guys say? You don't want that smoke. Did I say that right? You don't want that smoke.
Right.
God, Mo's gonna get killed before I get to him. Oh my gosh, he's gonna get sound blasted.
Oh, so I mean, they cut you off though. That kind of sucks.
I mean, but
you know what? I've been thrown out of better places, Vinny. You and me. You say you and me, Vinny. I got you. I'm kidding. You're good, kid. You're good. I'll see you guys. Stay away from trouble. You guys, especially you.
I don't know him. Who's that? That's somebody in another gang? Oh, you're just talking about the actual trouble. Got it. Oh, sorry about that.
He's like, what? What the fuck? I got you. Fucking guys. All right, I'll talk to you fellas. And then he beats feet.
Right. So I'm looking for.
If he doesn't stand there, beat meat.
Nah.
It's all good.
No, did he?
Wrong hotel.
What are you guys doing? Take that.
So.
Wow.
So, I asked the bouncer. I was like, "Is there any way we could talk to CH?"
Wait, aren't we in the club?
We're in the building.
Yeah. No, you're at the lounge. That's fine.
Yeah, we're fine. We're good. We've been in that.
No,
We've been in that. We have rooms here.
He's talking
I
about.
know, but we're going to talk to him.
He's talking to CH. Isaiah, so I don't mean to cut you off there, CH, but I know you're playing dual roles. He's like, yeah. Who's asking?
I know I'm not nobody, so I nudge him. I nudge Audible.
Yeah, I mean, most people know I'm not in a costume per se anyway, right? I'm just dressed up nice. Right. Well, I'm basically in a t-shirt and sweats at this point. You know, and some slides because of what happened to me, right?
Having said that, the bouncer says, yeah, there's a dress code. You can't come in here looking like that.
Oh. Well, Toreador, I guess you're gonna have to be the one to go speak to her. That means I have to go back upstairs and change.
All right.
There is no upstairs.
No, there is no spoon.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
So I'll stand out here and wait if you can find her inside.
Do I look at the bouncer? Is she inside?
No, yeah, she's a little busy right now. She ain't in there. Who's asking? I can put in a call, but I can't guarantee she's gonna come out. If she don't know you, if she don't know you, if she don't know you, she'll. If she don't know you, she don't know you.
Yeah, they don't know that Toreador and Audio are looking for an audience.
I'm not the freaking Pope. What the hell?
He's like, even the bouncer's like, right, all right, give me a sec here. And then he's like, yeah, I got two guys here, Toreador and Audio, looking for CH. Well, hold on, correction, looking for an audience with CH. All right.
Audience? What is she the Pope?
That being said, let's move to Mystic Knight. Mystic Knight.
Damn, 5 minutes.
I'm trying to do a quick round robin here. So, Mystic Knight.
Don't tease it.
Where were you last?
If I'm on the computer console watching Pornhub.
Downloading the information from his phone.
Sounds about.
Activating his contacts so I can infect them with the worm. So I can get a roundabout as far as what his whereabouts are, where he goes, who he knows.
Who's he?
The guy from the club from Crimson. Forget the name of that group.
Age.
Crimson Sages.
The criminal organization. I forget what you call them. Crimson
Accord.
The Crimson
You
Accord.
talking about Audible?
No, the guy that supposedly has a contact or a lead to Solomon Grundy, the one that was posting up on Facebook.
Right. Okay. That's
So,
that's easily done. You're able to. There's going to be things where I'm just going to forego rolls just for the sake of moving this along. You're able to get to this guy's phone. His phone is blowing up, mostly more so for regular street paraphernalia, coke, meth, ecstasy, crack. So
Flintstones vitamins.
and yeah, right.
Oh my
I
God.
remember that John Cena did. He killed that, by the way. That shit was hilarious. And but only like maybe one mention of the Solomon Grundy, and I believe you're the one that sent out the feeler for that. If not, yeah. So that's the one where he's going back and forth with somebody else named Levi. Now that number is a burner. That number isn't as easily tracked, but you can. It will take some time to get the geosynchronous. Am I saying that right? The geo tracker on that. But that's the person that is saying that they have the Solomon Grundy. And does he have the money? Because he's not going to go out there like last time for nothing.
all right. So, definitely place a track on that, being that I have the advantage that they don't know that I'm tracing.
Oh, don't they?
So
No, I'm just saying.
So, on that note, find the positioning of that phone and keep it pinned.
Okay.
As for the guy, what's the guy's name? Or what's his call sign or whatever the hell he goes by on Facebook? Never did get it.
I'll give it to you. My brain is running a blank on that one. Holy shit. Let's just call him. Daniel Phoebus. No, I'm kidding. That's not
Thomas
Mr.
Fuller.
Elendo.
his name is Majid Rapayot.
Yeah. I can't with you.
Sorry.
Really? Really?
I can't with you.
Really?
His name is Hinomaru Rafat.
Really? Wow.
Wow.
All inside jokes. All inside jokes. Harmless.
Wow. You're guaranteed to track him. Unless he's like doing bare knuckle LAP Las Vegas PD.
That's some
Anyways.
Beetlejuice bullshit right there.
Right.
So
One more time
look,
and it's over.
specifically, I'm going to send him a message telling him asking him for a meet. You know, he better be the real. He better be the real deal. He better be the real deal. What's the price on it? And tell him any prices is no issue.
Okay.
Just let me know like, specifically where he wants to meet.
All right. So the name of the nightclub is the Eclipse Lounge, and the dealer that owns that particular phone is they call him Viper, but his real name, when you do some digging, is Victor Salazar. He is a Colombian national here on a two-year expired work visa.
Wow. His name is Calvin. His street name is Trouser Snake.
Nice.
Also, pause.
Humbles.
I'm trying to
No,
move this along. So right. Pause.
Wow. Yeah. So yeah, send them that info to get the meet.
Okay.
Specific.
So where do you want to meet him? Are you going to meet him at the club, or are you going to meet him somewhere else? He's trying to get you to come to the club. That he can't leave.
Cool.
He's got a lot of shit going on, a lot of hands out, and a lot of money to be made. If you want to come down, get a drink, have some fun, and then get your SG on.
All right. How will I recognize you?
You can't miss me. He said, just ask for the Viper.
Okay. So
He said, and make sure you have the cash on hand. So I don't have time for fucking around.
neither do I.
You remember how much it costs, correct? Does anybody remember how much
What's like what, 100 grand?
a gram of
Like
silver?
1,000 or 3,000 a fucking gram.
And,
Fucking ridiculous
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
No, it was
No,
something more than
it
that.
was a lot more
It was
than that.
ridiculous.
5,000
It's
a gram?
No,
No, like
Yeah.
100,000.
it was like 100K a gram.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck, Chuck.
Yep.
He's like,
All right.
so he's like, come on down. He's like, come down. You bring the money, and you'll have. You bring what you need. You bring what I need. I got what you need. He's not trying to put too much info on the texts.
No problem. And I follow suit.
Mhm.
No, I'm not gonna mention the Barcelona branding or nothing like that.
Mhm.
I just follow suit with whatever he's texting back. My thing is that whatever's coming up on his phone, I'm recording, so that way I can review through my leisure.
Okay.
Also, if he makes any phone calls, tap those phone numbers. Like I said, the minute that he makes any transmission to any other number or texts anybody, I'm gonna make sure that one goes to their phones and copy their phones as well. Right.
Okay.
I want to have a good lock on this guy as to what he does and when he goes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head to the club. I'm gonna call up just some broad, she wants to go out, whatever, blah blah blah.
Lady
Take her to the club.
lady of the evening.
No. I'm just one of my friends or whatever, but like an associate.
Okay.
Kind of deal.
I
Take
don't
her
do
with me
chain clubs.
You have
I
friends?
take you to a 5-star club.
Wow.
Take to the club. Be dressed nice and proper or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
Give her a name. She's your lady.
Gwen. Right. So.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be dressed proper, but not enough to draw attention. Understand?
No, I don't. Please give me a little bit more than that.
I'm gonna be dressed accordingly, but it's not gonna be like I'm gonna be sprucing diamond bracelets and the chain links on the neck. I'm just gonna be dressed accordingly to the club.
Okay.
So whatever that vibe is, that's what I'll fit in.
Hey,
You get to the club,
obviously,
everybody got on diamond bracelets and chain
okay.
links.
Obviously, you're remiss at something. If the club has got some value to it, you got to be dressed up good. You got to have on some good
Exactly.
shoes. You got
No,
to
that's
have
what I'm
on,
saying. That's
a
what I'm
fly
saying.
outfit. You show up in some jeans and sneakers, you
No.
can fuck off.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying
Yeah.
I'm gonna meet where they're at.
Okay.
That's all. Nothing extra, nothing less.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stay in the club for a while, peeping his movements before I make contact with him.
This man is an established drug dealer. He's not gonna make any moves. He's probably gonna be in the VIP area, sitting down, chilling.
Okay.
People are gonna come to him.
So, you said all that. Gwen's on board. She took a little coaxing because it's I think it's like 1 a.m. and she wasn't necessarily ready to go out. But you say all the right things. Is she one of your thralls?
No.
Okay. So you say all the right things. You convinced her to go. She wanted to go to this. She's been wanting to go to this particular. She's been wanting to go to the eclipse for a while, and she can't believe that you got on the list. So she's like, "Wait, you are on the list, right?"
Yeah, sure.
Because the last time you said you were on the list, you had to do. How much did you have to come out of pocket? And they still didn't let us in. She said, "Don't fuck with me. If I'm getting dressed, just don't fuck around. I will not speak to you again. I swear."
So it begins.
We're fine. Okay.
Okay. So you get ready.
With that, as she said, through his phone, I'm gonna make sure that I get on the list.
All right. Smart. Very smart. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Diablo. Diablo, covered in human blood and feeling good about yourself. There's an empty vassal in front of you. You can hear screams in the park, and at one
Dude,
point,
wait a minute.
what?
Am I covered in blood?
Dude, you cut the chick open from.
No, I never cut her open.
Believe
You did.
I
No,
thought you did.
No, what I did was
Oh, okay. So let me get this straight. You're standing there calling something from beyond. It's bursting through a woman's chest and stomach, and you don't get any blood on you?
no.
So anyway, this isn't a. You're not fucking watching Clue Gallagher with garbage bag expecting a
Anyway,
watermelon.
I did state that I was gonna bring an extra set of clothes. I'm gonna change out of the clothes,
Okay.
okay? And basically, I'm gonna get rid of that bag, the bag with clothes. I'm wearing gloves. I did state that I was wearing gloves and everything. So,
Okay.
basically,
Diablo, you missed a spot. It's a piece of crap.
You're an idiot. Shut up. I swear to God. All right. So in the distance.
Hey, yeah, you got red on you.
so I hear the police department. I hear the police.
Mhm.
Yeah, the department.
So
The whole department.
I'm gonna make a wide circle around to get to my vehicle.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna get out of there.
All right. Doing all of that doesn't take much time. Walk me through what you're doing now. After you get, once you get, you get to a point where you're out of the park. You're walking through the streets. You have the bag with you. What are you doing with the bag
Go back
again?
to my house. I'm gonna go back to my personal law,
Okay.
because there is something else that basically from looking at this, there's something else that I want to try to do, but I need information.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, hold on a second. All right. So we're back at your place. You step through the threshold. Walk. Okay. Continue.
Okay. So basically, what I'm gonna do is wash myself off, make sure I got nothing on me, whatever. I'm gonna put the clothes and even my second set. I'm just gonna pour bleach on them to get rid of any evidence, whatever. Right? Put them in a bag, leave it to the side, and then I'm going to go in my refrigerator, which I have a couple of jars of animal blood, right?
Mm-hmm. As one would.
Right?
Mhm.
Matter of fact, no, I can't do it like that. I got to do it my own. So I'm gonna go into my basement, into the bottom part of where I have my sacred room, and I'm gonna draw the symbol on the mirror in my basement, and I'm
Okay.
gonna contact my mentor,
Okay.
and his name is gonna be McTian, MICTIAN. I know we never really.
No, sorry.
MICKEY? Yeah, that guy's really.
No, that's piece on your lips. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's like, have you called the demon yet? All right, go ahead. What? Spell that again. I'm sorry. I went all Mickey Mouse on you.
MAJAD.
Shut up. Spell it again.
It's McTian. It's MICTIAN.
MAJAD.
Mictian?
Yeah.
Mictian?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's the one that came through the mirror with the eyes and stuff,
Yes.
Luke.
Okay. the mirror, it begins to vibrate with a familiar resonance. That puts you in that trance-like state where you can see past its earthly metal and glass, and you can see into your realm, and his incorporeal form is there.
Why haven't you summoned me?
My mentor, I need advice. Advice only you could provide.
Speak.
I have used the subborn for a blessing to my lord. And with that, he has given me one of our champions to cause chaos. So
What
this has
champion?
opened the. So I described what it was. I wouldn't know. Would I know what type of, me being from that plane? Would I know what type of?
Given your position, know of, but not know with experience. So,
Okay. But I would know like what it's called.
Yeah, you summoned what's called a charnel beast. It's a being of rage, lust for death and destruction and chaos, because that is what you called. You called for chaos, and you were blessed with chaos.
But I'll let him know what was unleashed.
What was the purpose of summoning such a creature? Was it to further your goals, or to sate your appetites for destruction?
Both.
Then why did you summon me? What advice could I give when you have achieved your goal?
Because I want to do it on a larger scale. Something that is maybe out of my hands right now.
You were not sent to that world to cause chaos. You were sent to establish a foothold that we may come through. Our legions are not to be called in single file. You are to tear a hole in their world. You are to breach the fabric of realities and allow us to enter in at will. This is unacceptable. If you are to summon another charnel beast, you are to capture the one that you have already called and enslave it. They are chaos, unbound, but you must bind it. If it grows too strong, it will not allow any other of us to come through. It will claim that world for its own.
Oops.
So, what if there was my way of thinking? Someone is infecting the subborns here.
How?
Cool word, man. Cool word.
So, when I mean subborns, I'm talking about humans, Lou. So
No, that's cool. I like that.
So,
Definitely.
so if they're infecting them and they're using eldritch magic, what if we were to do the same, but our kind possessing these humans, and then over a certain amount of time using their flesh and the soul of one of us to make us in a way where we could, it's like, because right now I'm working on trying to get us all here to open a gate in the fabric. But if we were to infect these people, these not people, but subborns, and possess them at the same time, we could take over also. Especially our lower class.
Your initiative is appreciated, but we have experimented with these humans for millennia now. There is a protection of their souls that prevents us from taking them. The only way that we could possess one of their fleshy bags is if they're already empty and devoid of their souls, or they give themselves to us willingly.
What about a mark or an infection of blood?
We have already exhausted every possibility. Those are the only two available to us. Whatever created those things was prepared for our arrival.
So basically, the way he explained it, as me trying to understand, if there's no soul in it, we could be able to. So.
But I must caution you, the husks do not last for very long. Then they become wild and unstable. They may even turn on you. Their power becomes greater the longer they stay in those shells.
So each one, if I was to bring one in, each one will have to be controlled.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So how can I bring in? Okay, I'll find a mana source. If I find a mana source that could provide me with enough mana to be able to bring somebody of a stature of like your kind, you have the ability to control more than what I can.
For that to occur, you would find someone powerful and willing to sacrifice their souls to me. Use this.
With that, the mirror itself, there's a circle of blood appears in the center of it. And almost like a portal, a crimson portal of blood, and it's just moving. And what comes up looks like it's similar to a sundial. And as it lifts up out of the blood, the liquid itself falls away. And the artifact, which it is in fact an artifact, it has it has needle-like. It as it comes up, it's a flat surface. It's red. It's crimson, and as the blood falls away, you can see these. It looks like maybe 50 really long, between a half-inch and 1-inch needles on the back of it. And once the final drop of blood to your mirror goes back into the surface of that liquid, the needles they become like liquid metal, and they just go back into the dial.
So Lou, is he?
Affix this to a supplicant, and then we will see if you are worthy of greater things, of greater powers. Until such time, do not summon me again.
So I need, bow my head down and thank you, my elder.
With that, the liquid itself, it goes into that circle. The circle disappears. The mirror cracks, and then just it crumbles.
Balloon.
Yep.
As what he's explaining, he says the person has to be submissive to it, or I just have to attach.
So what I'm going to say to you is interpret it the way you want, because at this point, I'm not going to give you any more.
Okay. So I'm gonna go on the hunt for that thing.
Okay. All right. So we're going to come back to Ethera. Ethera, I'm going to show you guys something. As she's violently shaking, and she calms down, takes that deep breath, and
I ready myself for I position myself better so that if I have to deliver a strike, I will deliver one right to her neck.
I would ask you guys to look at roll 20 as she sits up and opens her eyes.
Wow, that's crazy.
Hold on, I must be on the wrong. Give me a second. I'm on the wrong thing. I just realized it.
Miss Storm, it is good to finally meet you. We were wondering when you would appear. You killed us so quickly the last time we couldn't communicate properly. I'm waiting on you guys. so it's Vanessa is just like.
Oh, there it is. It's in the chat.
Yes, it's in the chat. Yeah, they finally.
And that's what she looks like.
So
I'm looking around to see if everybody's keeping their positions with the lamps.
You can see she's just like. Mine. She's trying. She's squinting. Would it be a terrible imposition for these lights to be dimmed, please?
I do not make a move unless Miss Storm says something, and I take a look at Miss Storm. What is her condition at the moment?
If this was a horror factor, she failed it. She's just like,
I look at the whatever young lady now possessed. I don't think that it's a good idea for us to lower these lights, considering what happened the last time.
She turns her head towards the sound of your voice. It's like, and you must be the clever thief. We have been watching you. You have such an exquisite power.
I simultaneously scoot back a little bit while pushing the light closer.
Please, we mean you no harm. We simply wish to communicate. Only communicate, but the light is just giving. Such a terrible headache. It would be a shame if this head would just split open and all my blood would just enter this enclosed space.
God.
With that, you can see she's like, she pulls at her skin, and it just splits right down the center of her forehead, and then a stream of black blood just starts going down her nose and the side of her mouth. And before it as it comes out, the light is just like turns it into that gray dust.
Okay.
And then she closes it up. She doesn't close it up, but she pushes the skin closer, and then you can see it seal up and close.
I think that we should keep things as they are. I'm sure you can continue talking. I'm willing to listen. I think we all are.
So be it. That research that you have in your hand, we would like it back. It belongs to us.
I don't think that's part of the, it's not a bargaining chip you have to work with. What do we get in return?
Our assurance that you will not be harmed. You are not. You are not who we are looking for anyway. Though that power of yours, oh, it would make a great addition.
Yeah, that's not on the table.
And you, Storm. Is there something wrong? Has the cat gotten your tongue? Speak! That shocks her. She's like, ah. She does something under her wrist. And you get a buzz on your phone. You look at it really quickly, and it says, open the door. And you're moving.
All right. I actually do. I open the door.
So even the girl's just like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm about to kick your ass out.
With that,
just airing it out. You know that dust and blood is.
With that, she just like she looks at you, and that sudden realization, she's like, no. And Vanessa just, her hand turns that translucent. She wraps her up in a like a mini vortex and just whips her right out the door. All you can is,
Lou, if I can pull this off, this is going to be interesting.
Go ahead.
I'm going to take a slice at her as she's going out to try and get a sample.
Okay. That's going to be a pretty. Let's just call that a challenge. So it's a 15 or better. That's a five difficulty.
All right. I actually put some XP into what the thing I could change. I added another level of effort, so I am down to 1 XP.
Wait, so you're adding XP now?
I did it just a little while ago, so that I could do it. So I used spent XP to add effort, a point of effort.
Wait, I'm confused. What do you mean?
You know where it says Tier 1 advancement? Extra effort. I was able to check that off.
Okay.
And apply it.
Oh, so you raised your effort level to 2, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. Okay. All right, so that means you can spend, 5 points to lower the difficulty?
I'm still not familiar enough with the system, but if that's what it is,
I believe that's what it is. Your effort is, do you not extra?
The first point is going to be 1 because of the 2 of them.
Right.
Every other one.
Oh, so that's right. 3 points.
So it'll be 3 points.
Okay. So you're lowering it by 2. That means it's 3. That means you need a 9 or better.
All right.
Unless he has something to assist him.
Right. Do you have anything else as well? No.
I've got accuracy, dexterity, single attack power shift.
Oh, okay. So then never mind. So when you do that with your point expenditures plus those extra 3, that's essentially an automatic success. And you just barely, as she's running out, you swipe your blade, and you catch. Your blade it's tipped in her blood. Then you hear, you can hear. So essentially, a bunch of cars crashing behind you.
Okay. Well, I close the door and I look around inside the car. I say, "Bag now!"
All right. Okay. Yeah, but from behind, it's like.
Sounds like a bummer for them folks.
Okay.
No.
So yeah, so she's just like, oh my god, She's like, oh my god, what did I just do? What did I just do?
You kept yourself alive, and I have a sample, ma'am. Bag again.
So,
bag
yeah,
now.
So one of her other contemporaries, one of her other subordinates, they get a specimen bag and bring it over. So here, I got it.
And I put my bag in there, and it's like, I don't want to give this knife away. Can you get to the glue off of it?
What?
I'll put this in the bag for now. I want my knife back.
Okay. All right. So she's like, Vanessa's just like, I knew. She's like, I raised that girl. She's been with me for 10 years. What did I just do?
You
She's
got
like,
rid of the husk that was now
It's just
possessed
like-
by whatever that was in her. That wasn't her anymore, ma'am. She was gone.
it's just, she's like, okay. You got the sample, right? It's just
I
like,
point at the bag and I say, we have something.
we need to analyze that. She's like fighting back in hardcore emotions that you hadn't seen from her forever. This is
I look
you've
around.
never seen
I look
from
around.
her. She's like,
yeah, I look around the car at everybody in the car.
they're not even. They're most of them are averting their gaze. Her security team, they're behind the. They're black glasses, unfazed, talking in their hand mics.
Mm-hmm.
ETA, blah blah blah, and you're on your way.
All right. I look at the scientist closest to me and I say to him, you better start preparing before we get there.
He's still in. Most of the civilian scientists, the non-combatants, are all stunned.
All right. So
You're
I
able.
snap
You're
my
able to
fingers.
get the one that.
Yeah, I
would-
snap
that
my
got-
fingers in front of his face like, hey.
Yes. Oh, yeah, of course. I'm so sorry. So he has his laptop. He pulls it over and he starts typing. She said, "Yeah, we're gonna need. Yeah, it'll be ready. It'll be ready." It's just like, what the fuck? Okay.
I take the lamp and I put that in my bag.
Okay. Yeah. At this point, she's like, "All right, you can shut off the lights now." One of the things, and I'll give this to you, that you noticed is when you pull the blood from her body, it didn't immediately. The second time from your knife, you were able to quickly bag it up, but there was no evaporation of the blood this time.
Whoa.
So
What did the blood look like?
it
was just regular blood? I mean, compared to what was
no,
done?
it was still black,
Okay.
but it didn't turn to dust because the lights were never turned off.
Right.
Okay.
But it didn't turn to dust.
No. You had just enough time. Not that you had just enough time, but it just didn't immediately evaporate.
Interesting. Okay.
It didn't immediately transmute, which is something weird.
All right. So to distract Miss Storm, I actually mention that to her. I say, "Did you notice the blood did not turn to dust?"
She's like, huh? What are you talking about?
I point at the sample bag. I point at the bag with my knife in it.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't turn to dust when the lights were on.
It didn't, did it? That's and she takes her glasses and puts them on. She's looking at it. So we need to get. It's like, and the technician, the scientist that you had already told what to do. He's like, "We're on it, man. We have We have laboratory B. He goes through a listing of the stuff that they have ready, almost in anticipation of what she's going to ask for. She's like, yeah, good work, Todd. Thank you. She grabs your hand. She's like, thank you.
I bow my head. You're welcome, ma'am.
Yeah, please stop calling me ma'am. I feel old enough. It's just Vanessa's fine. Thank you.
You are most welcome, Vanessa.
Can I get a... She looks at... And she's like, can I get a drink? And they don't... She doesn't drink, but they have like,
They got the bar in the car.
They got the bars. It's like, yeah, that. Whatever that is. That dark one. And that whole thing resolves itself within 20 minutes. You're back at her laboratory. So I'm going to now move back to Audible and Toreador. So Audible, Toreador, and Crosshair. Crosshair, you were calling... Who were you calling again?
Vanessa Storm.
Oh! You have reached the voicemail of Vanessa Storm, CEO... Where was it?
I use her private line.
Yeah,
This house is old enough and
Yeah.
everything else like that.
Yeah, even her private line is like, you have reached the voicemail of Vanessa Storm, CEO, Stormfront Climate Research Institute. She never not answers her private line.
I call her Thera.
All right, Ethera.
I look at the phone.
It's CH.
I respond with a text message. Kinda busy.
I need to speak to Vanessa. If you know where she is, it's important.
I respond. Not that I'm her personal valet or anything, but I'll try.
For 5K.
I really would appreciate it. Like, as soon as possible, like right now, please. Thank you.
10K.
I respond. You definitely owe me for this.
Do I now? We'll talk.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Okay. So CH, you get that response, and then a call from the lounge. You get a
You know what I do?
thing about.
I send him a picture of the vial
I'll be back.
Okay.
that I have.
It's certainly more than what you have, Ithera, but
Oh.
somehow he has a vial of it. Oh, excuse me. Somehow she has a vial of this shit. And Crosshair, you get a call from the lounge that Toreador and some guy named Audio is looking for you. They need to meet with you.
Send him in.
Okay. I don't know if Ithera responded to the photo.
I did not say a thing.
Okay. No response. Just the 3 dots. The thinking dots. Toreador, are you there?
I write back to
I'm
her.
here.
Okay. So, did you say you were coming right back?
No, I said I write back to her. I say she's the foremost leading geneticist, not to mention her field of expertise. I need her help. It doesn't just affect me; it affects the entire city and everybody that lives in it.
I respond, K.
Yo. the passive aggressiveness of this exchange
So you
is
talk about Mike.
fucking
Mike,
awesome.
Mike responds like that now, regularly.
It's just awesome because
if you look at our text history, that it's like, hey, such and such and such, thumbs up.
it's not even that. It's just I'm envisioning Crosshair just looking at this shit and cracking her screen with the pressure of her rage, because she doesn't work for you. So it's gotta be nice and try to get shit with honey and flour, and she wants to get them buns. So yeah. Anyway, Mystic Knight Toreador, Vinny comes in. He's like, Crosshair will see you now. So you guys can head down to the armory. They'll buzz you in.
I'm still staying outside because I'm not dressed correctly, correct?
No, you went up to change. Assuming you changed and came back and came back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I did.
He let you know that Crosshair will see you. Just go down to the armory. They'll buzz you in.
Okay.
All right. You make it back down to the armory. Crosshair is pacing, just staring at her phone, and then she gets the K.
Everything all right?
Trying to get in contact with Vanessa Storm, and it seems that the theory I try to go through has about as much authority as frozen molasses.
What do you need to speak to Vanessa for?
About what's going on. He's the foremost leading geneticist in the city. I read her thesis when I was in college. I read her thesis when I was abroad, when it went international. She knows what she's talking about, and I need her expertise.
I look at Toreador.
I look back at you.
I look at Crosshair. I go, okay.
I shoot audible.
Yo! That's hilarious.
No, that was funny.
I'm a jock. I have no idea what none of that meant. I just
got triggered. I kneecap audible.
Wow. God damn.
Damn. That's just mean.
I don't shoot him in the bad knee. I shoot him in the good knee.
Wow.
I stab him in the bad knee, and I twist the knife and break it off.
Wow.
Well, so basically what you're saying, she's a smart scientist who could help out with the situation.
I look at him like, yeah, she means that she's an authority.
Got it.
Big English, fine. Thank you.
Okay. This reminds me of the fucking what was that DC one? The something squad. Fuck. The one with Brendan. The Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol.
Gosh.
Something that Brendan Fraser would have said. No, anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So, did you get that box I sent you? I left you.
You cut off his hands?
Huh?
You cut off his hands?
I gave you a box with samples of that goo.
With fingers connected to it.
The fingers?
You cut off his hands.
Well, he touched the goo. It's that, or he can just turn into a monster. I think we've had enough.
Gosh.
I think we've had enough monsters already. I know I have my fill.
Pause. No Diddy.
So I put the test tube up under a microscope. I don't open it, and I zoom in.
Okay.
What am I looking at?
What are you looking at? Well, You can see the cells. You can see there's almost no real bacteria. What should be red blood cells look like biological minds. They're spiked, they're moving, they're aggressive. Whatever cells are remaining in that blood,
They're taking it over.
they're just not just taking it, they're just destroying it. They're taking it and using it to duplicate.
Like an invasive species, like
Mhm.
hornets or wasps, when they lay their eggs inside other.
Correct.
Whatever this thing is, it's like an invasive species. It's like a hornet, guys. It lays its eggs inside of a bee's nest, and when they get out, they take over the bee's nest.
So you're
Don't you
saying-
see right here? The last red blood cell is getting attacked. Usually, when something takes over, you assimilate it and everything else like that. No, it's just downright attacking and destroying it.
So
There's
Lou,
nothing else but it.
is she using like a monitor or something to view it?
No,
So then how am I supposed to see?
I let you look into the.
The microscope.
Microscope.
I look in the microscope. I'd say it looks like a parasitic entity.
But on a different level that we've never seen before. The
Yeah.
Black Plague ravaged and killed damn near millions back in the days.
But the
This
Black
is something.
The Black Plague wasn't a parasite. This is taking over.
This is something that's totally. If harnessed right, this thing could become. This would make anything biological, whatever terrorist has, look like a freaking Duncan Hines cake. But I believe for everything that this thing's going through, there has to be a control. You can't make something without having a control. And I need to work on that.
Let me see.
That's why I need to talk to Miss Storm to ask her. Matter of fact, I went about this the wrong way, Lou.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm waiting for Miss Storm, I'm gonna call. Can I call my drug company or the cleanup crew? Because they would have something because they took the frozen body to study it. Hello?
I'm listening.
They took the frozen body to study to try to get some type of answers.
Yeah. They did.
So I could have called them.
Do you remember who you're talking to? Did you write it down? Take notes?
I had the freaking paper and I misplaced it. But it was the cleanup crew that I froze it. These guys, they're loyal to the family. They're loyal to the cleanup and everything else like that. And I told them I needed as many answers as possible about what can be done, how to control it, how to destroy it, or find some type of cure for it.
Mm-hmm.
We're using homeboy that was frozen. I call them.
Okay.
Sorry, they can't come. They've been taken over by the black goo. Click.
So you pick up you get a call back. You get an answer. He's like, yeah. What? He's like, what's? Hello?
Yeah, this is Crosshair. How's it going?
I said, what do you mean? How's it going? We're burying this thing in some. We're burying this thing. We're taking care of it.
Burying it?
Do you need something else?
Yeah, I needed to take it to the lab rat nerds and everything else, like to find out what the hell's going on with it, to try to find some type of control for it.
So, whoa! That is not what we were. That's not what we were. That's not part of the agreement. You wanted us to get rid of this. We're getting rid of it. Now you're telling us something else? That's a separate job.
How much you talking? What do you want?
Double. Double's a lot. You say, we still got to keep this thing on ice.
How about you get the normal price and I owe you a favor?
Make an intelligence roll, please. Going to give you an easy difficulty of a 3. That's a 9 or better.
Okie dokie. Thanks, roller. Let's see. Do I have anything? The Lord, Sharp Eye. Does perfection help? The user treats their next action as if they had rolled a natural 20. No, it's not an action. So 9 or better, I'll roll straight. Here we go. Natural 20.
Very
Close
good.
enough.
So he's saying, all right. He's like, I tell you what. We'll take the usual fee, and I will collect on that favor at some point in the future.
I don't welch on my favors, and you know that.
Well, times change. Seems
I don't.
Fair enough. Where are we taking this thing? Wait. Are we taking the whole thing or just a part of it?
Where are you burying it?
Don't worry about that. Where am I taking it? And do you need the whole thing or just a part of it?
We need the whole thing. I don't where are you burying it? Because number one, if this thing thaws out, you're gonna have a bigger problem.
You don't have to worry about it. You ain't got to worry about that, Chief. Just tell me where I'm taking it, and am I taking the whole thing, or am I taking a part of it?
Take the whole thing. You remember Glasgow, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, you're taking it to Glasgow and his crew.
All right. Does he know that?
I'm texting him now.
Yeah, you do that. We didn't end our last job so good. I just want to make sure that he understands it's coming from you, not from me.
Well, I'm waiting for his answer right now.
Hell no, fuck you, kick bricks.
I sent a cruise missile right to his freaking lab.
Pretty hard to miss.
Hey!
Cruise missiles the size of a paper airplane used to make in school.
Okay, so then what are you doing with Toreador and Audible?
As we're standing there.
As he's standing there, as they're standing there listening to you have this conversation.
I'm looking at both of them. I'm sorry.
I'm watching the picture. I'm looking through the microscope, trying to figure it out too.
Okay.
What did Mo tell you guys?
Look at him like, Mo didn't say anything.
You're a filthy liar. Mo can't hold water.
I'm like, sir, ma'am. I'm like, ma'am, I am a lot of things, but filthy isn't one of them.
Nice. Very nice.
So you're lying to me.
I will neither confirm or deny that.
To be totally honest with you, he didn't spill anything. We didn't get a chance to get anything out of him.
Where's Audible? He should be here for this.
He should be.
There he is.
I don't feel like he gave us anything real. Nothing that we didn't know already.
Okay. I turned the cameras and put the audio on.
What did I miss?
What did Mo tell you when he got into the hospital? When he got into the lounge with you guys?
What did we get out of him? Because I don't think we got anything new out of him.
No, we didn't really get anything from him. He was talking in circles.
Yeah.
He was talking in circles.
So what did he?
I mean,
What was he saying?
What can I remember?
I don't even remember.
Yeah,
I go to the security cameras. I turn the audio on.
Okay. So Mo was going. He was going in circles, but he did give you guys a couple of chunks about this thing, about Helios, about these fucking do-gooders. Now they were over there. They were hoarding everything. He gave you a little taste of what he was talking about, but not necessarily everything. And he was, in fact, talking in circles.
right. Yeah, I mean, it
After
could,
the first-
it could also
Basically
be
doing
that.
a Mo special.
right. I mean, it doesn't help that I was actually, also giving him some.
Also getting him drunk.
Intoxicating him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was very much drunk.
right. So
He got some really high quality booze out of us.
out of
Yeah.
us,
Jim Beam, $400 a glass. That's
Well, you went out of your way to
Johnny Walker.
that's true. That's true.
Say what?
I mean, to be honest with you, he made me laugh. He was a funny guy, but I figured, sometimes the funniest weirdos are the ones who have the most information. So, can you
Forget
give
that he
me?
was also going, oh, I remember you. You're the one who spread that rumor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're the one that got me in trouble. Now I'm down a couple G's.
I don't even understand. It
So,
wasn't even a rumor. It was all real.
yeah, the one thing I know for sure is that he respects the shit out of you.
Yeah, that's the only thing I think we actually got
Yeah.
out of him that wasn't a circle jerk.
Yeah. Yeah, he respects the shit out of you. He does not want to be shot in the face by you at all.
I would never shoot Mo in his face.
So, Lou, can you remind me what? Because I'm literally blanking. This is the first time in a while I'm actually blanking on information.
So
I'm sorry.
I called Vanessa's direct line. I
Mo,
hit up a
Mo
different
had
one
given,
time.
Mo didn't really give you guys anything. He did his Mo special.
Okay, got it.
He gave stuff that he gave most of
already knew.
what you already knew.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was just talking. He was just talking
belt.
shit.
It's about damn time. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was just talking in circles and talking shit. I mean, there was not a lot of new stuff. And even if I could discern something from it, it was just, I got a couple of free drinks. That's it. You think this Vanessa Storm's gonna help us out? Help you out? Talk to you? You think she's gonna even?
Well, I went to Athera because, well, I just have a hunch. But anyway, and Athera's dragging her feet, and I think she's loving this part. But anyway,
No, she isn't.
and there goes a disembodied voice. If not, I have somebody else.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I have a few people. So.
Well, you know more than me. I'm new in this area. I don't know anybody.
Look,
What's going on here?
my boss is not here, and my sub boss is barely answered. He's all over the place.
How does that work to be working for a speedster? Like, what the hell?
I don't work for a speedster. The speedster works for the boss, and I'm just one of the grunts. I mean, I guess I work for. I mean, he's fat.
He's higher ranked than you.
That's true.
He gives you an order, you have to do it.
That's true. So
You work on it.
so to answer your question, I hardly see him, and he's busy all the time. So he barely even sits still long enough to really
Yeah, like he stole a number one Tales to Astonish from Sotheby's while it was being auctioned.
Ah,
Tales to Astonish. What's that?
comic
Yeah.
book.
I'm saying that
Oh.
scratching my head too.
You read comic books? That's cool. I mean, I did that until I was like 7.
What picture you try to put up, Blue? Because it didn't come up.
Yeah, I know. I'll figure it out.
That was such a backhanded insult right there.
No. I got it. He did not get it. And
You
that's
used to read
fine.
comic books until you was like 7.
And that's fine because that's something I don't know that's something that Crimson would pick up on. Crosshair, excuse me.
No, I picked up on it.
You just ignored it. Very good.
In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, his illustrious football career just took him places.
That's just mean.
I was good. You know, I just got injured.
Lou, so looking at, they're all having this conversation. I'm still looking in the microscope, and I'm examining the process that the thing is going through. What am I seeing?
I'm trying to see if I can get this thing to post.
Let's just put it in the chat.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in the chat.
You're trying to post something to Roll20?
Yeah, it's just.
It would probably be easier if you learn how to show it on screen or something, like load the pictures into the game or something.
Yeah, let me do that. I'll put it in Roll20. I knocked that down. I know it. So let's just.
And on the side note, Lou, you saw my message? Because I have been tracking the XP, so.
All right, I see it.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I will drag this into this viewer. I don't know if you can see it. If you fellas can see it now.
Oh, that looks disgusting.
Oh, that's cool.
No, that's disgusting. That's disgusting.
Can't see.
Oh.
I can't. Oh.
Why does it look like the T virus?
Because AI generated pictures aren't original.
There's that part. Yeah, but
yeah, but that doesn't look like the T virus. That looks like something much worse.
So that's what I'm seeing. That thing and that's like is
multiplying and multiplying and multiplying.
Every red blood cell it sees, every white blood cell it sees is mine.
It takes over.
Mine.
They all say like Satan's dandruff.
So
that's hilarious, by the way.
Can I?
Satan's dandruff. Yes, go ahead.
Can I zoom into one of those?
This is as close as his Crosshair's micro.
I can put it in the electric one and put it on the screen like Minority Report.
Okay. This is as close as you're gonna get. The reason why is the closer you get with especially with the electron microscope, it now seems to be emitting a pulse of what could only be it's interfering with the electron microscope.
To the
point where you can't get any closer.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It raised shields.
I'm waiting for your place. You can read it. Anyway.
It has an electro.
As you get closer as you try to get closer with it, it's causing some interference in the diagnostic equipment. Almost
is it like an EMP pulse?
Almost like a feedback loop, where the power is feeding back into the microscope. Then the thing starts to pulse, and then it's splitting even faster.
Oh, turn it off.
The cells are splitting even faster?
Correct.
Nope. I turned off the microscope.
Is there
and you pull away. You pull away from it because it's just. I'm taking some liberties. You pull away from it to look at the sample, and you can see it under the slide. It's starting to spread out. A crack comes across the slide glass. and then it starts leaking over the sides of it.
Oh no! I put it into a container and I use one of my freeze rounds. I freeze it. Well, my freeze power is a power now instead of a round. But
Okay.
yeah, I freeze
So
it.
you box it as it's. Here's the thing: as it's spreading and oozing, you can see the slide glass that it cracked. It's starting it's like almost consuming the slide glass. Then it just burns right through that to the metal below.
Yeah.
And it's starting to burn through that. You cage it, you freeze it. It has the effect that it did with the Colossus. It slows it down, but it's still moving, even like it's moving at 1/100th of the speed that it was before.
Going down.
Freeze it again.
That's fine.
Down.
Once you freeze it, you freeze it solid.
The machinery, did it get a reading of that energy pulse?
What did I get?
That's the secondary effect. When you go back to your readings, it somehow sent out a pulse that it almost mimicked an EMP. So that diagnostic, that particular electron microscope, as it was recording, it sent that small pulse through the machine and just erased almost all of that data. I say almost because if any attempts to recover it, you're only going to get fragments.
Right. Well, I can. But
All right.
if she has someone trained in it, they can rebuild the fragments. That's crazy. How can a cell that small produce an EM pulse?
I have to talk to Shepard. You know what?
By the time it reproduced, it wasn't just that cell is just a representation of what it is. There were hundreds of them, and when it started to reproduce, it reproduced at an exponential rate.
So 100 became 1,000, 1,000 became 1,000,000, 1,000,000 became 10 trillion. That's crazy.
Well,
You know what? Give me 1 second. I call my grandfather.
Okay,
I go to right to cause direct line.
that's fine. And with that, I'm going to move to Mystic Knight. Mystic Knight, because he's been patient. So, and then I'll move to Diablo. Now, give me a sec here. Get to the club. Give your name. Show up with your lady. They let you in. One of the hostess meets you at the door. She's excited. She says, think you might have something for me?
Was on Monopoly money. 98. 99,
And
100.
a get out of jail free card.
And I'm gonna ask her, who might you be? Being that I don't know her from a hole.
She's like, I'm
So
Michelle.
I have a very straight face, no.
I know, and that's why she's like, I'm Michelle. Didn't they tell you I was gonna collect? It's like, we don't. So it's like she leans in. She's like, we don't do.
Before she leans in, put my hand up, and I'm like,
And your lady friend is like, what's happening?
So I go, nothing. It's just that I was gonna meet a contact here. I was supposed to see him directly.
Fucking knew it.
No. I mean, we're in, right? We're gonna have our fun. This is not business. It is.
Oh, it's not. So this isn't business right now.
No.
She's like, Michelle, what are you here for? She's looking between the two. She's like,
So I'm looking dead at her like, you bitch, you better not say a fucking word.
she's,
You can't get.
She said, I'm here to collect the fee. It's like, wait a minute. I thought you said we were on the list. It's like, wait a minute. What are we talking about? Are you here to do? What is going on? And the hostess is like, her eyes are giving that, oh shit, something about to go down look. She's like, look, I just work here. I was told to collect from this gentleman and then escort you to the VIP section. So there's
that's the fee that she's talking about.
She's like, there's some champagne there. She's like,
so I handed the fee for the VIP section. I'm like, relax. Like I said, we're gonna have some fun. That's
the fee being the $100K, or
the fee being for the VIP room. We'll deal with the $100K later.
She's like, I think we're not talking about the same.
No, we are, but that was supposed to be the.
She's like, that's the VIP fee. Let's go, Michelle.
So, and on my head, yes, please, let's go.
Okay. In a reflection of a mirror to your right, you can see her like. She's like, oh shit. As is the case in most of these spots, the club is jumping. VIP section, you get to it, it's roped off. You can see the Viper, and the Viper is wearing a snakeskin pants with a wife beater and a gold rope chain with a cobra, a gold and diamond encrusted cobra. He's surrounded by some very attractive ladies and some not so attractive dudes to his right and to his left. Sunglasses, earpieces. One leans over and in his ear, he turns and he sees you. He's just like, waves you over.
So I go to my lady. I'm like, have a seat. I'll take a second.
Michelle goes over and she puts the money that you gave on. She had it a platter, and she puts the money on in front of him, and he's just like, looks at it, looks at her, and looks at him, at you, and he's like, fuck.
So no. I opened up my jacket and I showed them the purse, which would contain the rest of it. And at that point, I'm like,
what was your girl's name again?
Gwen.
Ah, that's right. So Gwen, she looks at you, looks at him, looks at you again, and is like, she mouths the word motherfucker. You can't really hear it over the most of the music. And then she just grabs a flute of champagne, crosses over and starts looking away. Crosses her legs, looks away.
Well, the point of showing him discreetly is so she wouldn't notice.
Oh, no.
You're right. 100,000?
She's noticing. She's been paying attention since the fucking moment you went through the whole fee thing. Yeah. She's not noticing shit.
Okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
So
bro, you ain't doing so well.
He's sitting there
I
like,
don't feel so bad anymore. I'll be right back.
He sits back, spread arm, crosses his legs, like, I thought we weren't going to do this. You said no games. I'm all about this.
No games.
I'm looking at nothing right now. What are you?
No,
you're wasting my time. I don't like my time being wasted.
I told you I'm handing him the rest of it.
Oh, okay. Because you just opened your jacket. So he's just like, he waves over.
I was just gonna do it discreetly, but according to you, I can't. So fuck it.
It's not that you can't. She noticed it. This is not about you not being discreet.
All right. Anyways, so I'm handing him the damn purse.
All right. Gwen goes over, grabs it, walks away. He leans over. He's like, so were you not told? It's like, I don't like things being handed to me. It makes me wonder if maybe there's a wire or a camera there. Anywhere, one of those buttons, that shiny shirt, you know, those glasses. So, I don't know that we can do business today.
I thought you were the ones that said you didn't want to like to play games. First off, I wasn't told that you didn't like to have anything handed to you. Sorry.
So wait a minute. So you calling my girl a liar? She didn't come to you and say, hey, you know?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting. I was expecting to deal with you directly. So yeah. So when did the game start? Not for me. Now we're gonna do this at 9. Because obviously I didn't come here to waste my time either. And according to what I saw, you talked a lot of game about having it. So where is it?
Where's what?
What I came.
And again, now he sits back. As he's sitting back, he grabs a flute of champagne. He's like, where's what?
Okay.
Mr. I don't know your name. He's like, what did you say your name was again?
Oh, I guess I communicated to the wrong person because you would know my name being that I texted you out.
Seems like you did, because I don't know who you are. I never met you before. You just came up here and sat in my section. Very rude, if you ask me.
Okay.
I think it's time for you to leave. She can stay, but you gotta go.
Well, no, she's coming with me. And I will partake of your facilities just to have my fun with my lady and all. And then I will make my way out.
Hey, mi casa y su casa.
I bet. By the way, he has his phone in hand?
No.
Okay. I'm going to wait till he actually starts to use the phone to start the enthralling program.
Okay.
All right, so let's go, my lady. We're going to move it over to another section.
So once you get with outside of listening distance, she's like, wait a minute, wait the fuck on. What the fuck was that?
Nothing. I mean, we're here. We're gonna have fun.
You just can't not do it, can you? Can you? You just.
What?
It's like you motherfucker.
Listen. We're here, right? You wanted to experience the club. Let's go.
This is like that flat iron thing that you did with your little phone tricks. You don't think that I'm looking. You think that I'm stupid. But I see everything.
No.
I see what you're doing. It's like, and I don't want no part of it. And now they know who the fuck I am, because God knows what kind of surveillance. It's like,
no need to worry about it.
She's like, I want to go home.
Wow, really? I finally got you into the club, and now you want to go home?
Yeah. I finally got you into the club to get to a section to meet some fucking prick in what I can only call the worst fashion choice I've ever seen in my life. And then you're throwing around money like, it's like, where did you get it? Where did you even get that? It's like, you're into drugs now? Is that what we're doing?
No.
Is that how you got in here?
No.
It's getting progressively louder.
Listen, I've never lied to you. I never will lie to you.
You didn't. So that last thing was, so what was that?
It's a legitimate business deal.
What business deal requires that much cash?
Something that I need to do. That's all. Look.
Like that just makes all the sense in the world. What was I thinking?
Fine. You said you don't
So,
want to be
don't
involved.
you do that
I
fun
don't-
thing.
No. I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is you don't want to be involved, and that's fine. I respect that. All I'm saying is we can still stay the night, have some fun, go out dancing, stuff like that.
So
and that's it.
Yeah. With that guy staring fucking needles, she's looking past you. There are mirrors on the wall. And he says, with that guy staring fucking daggers at the back of my head through your face, that's gonna be a fun night for me. Yeah.
You really want to go on? Come on, look, the music's nice. Oh, we want it. We can at least sit down, have a nice course meal, and then make it a night.
No. Yeah, you can see him. You're looking right at him past her.
Oh.
And, you know, like with your peripheral. I'm not saying that you're staring at him. With your peripheral as you're talking to him, he's the girl, Michelle, the server, walks back over to him, leans over and hands him a phone. So he's just like, he can, with the flashing of the lights, if you're going to try to read his lips, that's going to be a difficult task, and it will require your intelligence. And if you don't, that's fine. The phone that he's using, you don't know if that's the phone that he's been using, but he was handed a phone.
No, the phone that he's been using, not be alerted.
Okay.
So if it vibrates, then it's the phone that he's been using. If it doesn't, then it's another.
Yeah. So then no, it's not the same phone.
Okay.
And then
he's
just like, he hands her back the phone, leans over to one of the ladies that he's with, and then gets up and starts walking away to a closed off section of the bar, not the bar, but towards the back, like a back office area.
Okay.
She's like, am I going home? Am I getting a cab, or are you just gonna keep doing whatever it is that whatever business that you came here to do?
No, the business is done. I was genuinely telling you that we can have some
She
fun.
said, wait a minute, so you just handed over all that cash and you're not getting anything from it? What the fuck are you doing? She's like, what are you into? Besides the occult and savagery and hanging out with people that summon demons. I'm sorry, no, okay, he did say that.
Well, you could always have fun with him if you want to. You know? I'm not jealous.
Say, no. I know. His kind of fun I don't want.
All right, so what's the difficulty for reading his lips and stuff?
It will be a 7.
Oh. All right, so I do have a power shift in intelligence, so that's 1, 6, and effort is 2 more.
So
12.
effort doesn't necessarily reduce it. It's just how much points you have to spend.
Yeah, I mean, am I going to have to spend effort
from your pool, from your intelligence pool? Yes.
How much before I can actually apply effort?
Say what?
How much before I can apply effort?
I'm sorry. So your edge, right? Your edge is what in intelligence?
My effort is 2 in intelligence.
Okay.
No, it's 1. No, 2. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Okay, I have 1 effort and 2 edge in intelligence.
Okay. Remember, you only have 6 left in your intellect.
Yeah, so to apply 2 more to bring it down to 4 would be 3.
Okay. So then that would bring it down to a 4.
Yeah, and that's about the best I can do on this.
That's 12 or better.
Oh, training perception check. So that's 1 more. So it's 3.
Okay, 9 or better.
And I don't want to use that yet, because that can come back and bite me. All right, here we go. Nope, didn't make it.
No.
All right, so I'm like, all right, hon, if you want to go, sure.
She's like, okay, I'm gonna need cab money, and since you have money to spare, I mean, throwing it all around.
Come on, I'll hail you a cab.
So yeah,
I'll hail you a cab outside.
it's like, no, I can do that.
No, by all means. I insist. So I take her outside, being she wants to go out, hail her a cab, pay for the cab, give her $1,000, just in case you want to go and have fun anywhere else.
It's like, do me a favor. Maybe it's good. It'd be a good idea if we don't speak for a while.
Sure.
Because apparently you think I'm a hooker now. That's just great. You take care. And she closes the door and the cab speeds off.
Sure. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take myself a cab just to make it look like take my car from valet, drive off. I'm not gonna go too far, maybe about 4 blocks out. I'm actually gonna look to see that I got a tail or not. Okay. And
no tail.
If I find myself in an area where it's nice, isolated, away from their territory, I'm gonna monitor the phone to see what he's doing.
Okay. All right. So with that, we're gonna come back to Diablo. Diablo, mirror cracks. You're left in your apartment. You're a little tired from the expenditure of your will to call your mentor, and but otherwise you're fine. You have this artifact with you. You get an XP for that, by the way, for acquiring the artifact. And what else? What are you doing besides looking like at daggers at your family? If you're talking, you're on mute.
I'm not on mute. I have my mic away.
Yeah.
To the side. Is there a way that I could be able to track this thing down, one of my kind?
Well, seeing as how you summoned it into this plane,
Can I make a roll?
no, unless it expends the Hellborn
Necromagic?
the necromagic. Yes.
So I'm going to turn on the TV and the radio. Matter of fact, the internet. Go on the internet and just type in phenomenons in the city and see if anything picks up that might give me a little idea.
At this hour, let's see. Let's just say you can do an intelligence check. Difficulty is going to be 6.
18, right?
And the reason for the high difficulty is because of the hour, and
wasn't that long ago.
This would be something obscure.
I'm gonna use Now I could reduce it with my because my character's like insanely intelligent.
You can reduce it with pool points or any specific skills or powers relating
Yeah.
to your intelligence.
Yeah, I get one.
One from what?
So what my edge? Does my edge give me one?
Pool points. I didn't say pool. I say pool.
You know what the fuck you said?
No, Ethera put poo points with a question mark. Poo points?
Yeah, I'm a DOS perversion, huh? Exactly.
Nice.
So I can use my edge as one, right?
Your edge will reduce the... Yes, it will reduce it by one.
Okay. And if I use 4 pool points,
I think I'm saying that right. But go ahead.
if I use 4 pool points, then I bring it down.
Well, how much... What's your effort? You can only reduce it by the number of effort.
You see that? Oh, my effort is 1. So I can use 3 pool points because it takes 3 to make 1 point go down, correct?
So the edge reduces the cost by the number. So whatever the cost is, right, from your pool. So if normally it's 3, 2, 2, 2 for every point. For every point you reduce it, it's 3 starting, then 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. But you can only reduce it by the total number of edge, by the total number of effort. So in other words, if you have an effort of a 1, you can only reduce it by 1 difficulty. The edge just reduces the pool cost.
Okay. All right.
So what's your edge?
My edge is 1.
And what's your effort?
1.
Okay. So you can only reduce it by 1 die. That costs 2 instead of 3.
I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I know...
And you're down 7, 9. So you're down to 11 in your pool.
Right. 11 to my pool.
This will bring you down to a 9 in your pool. And the die roll is then a 5.
Where is it? That one. Now, intellect defense rolls and all knowledge, science, and crafting tests are erased by 1 step per ship. Does that help?
Actually, it does in this case.
And it says a level 2.
Okay. So it reduces it by 2. So that's 3 from your difficulty, and I said it was a 6, correct? So then it's a 9 or better.
Okay, let's see what happens.
14. Okay. In some, you find some blogger that had posted a sighting and a blurry photo right around the dock area. So someone had posted a photo from their car, and there was a flash of light that. So essentially, what I'm describing is the initial attack from Ethera, where there was a flash of light. People started, and someone's cell phone camera had recorded the flash. It looked maybe like a transformer was blowing out. You know how bright those things can get. And then the thing it just swooped out from nowhere and attacked someone like a giant bird of prey.
I'm gonna head towards that way.
Okay. When you get there, there's doesn't seem to be any sign of anything. In other words, no one's at that location. And the helipad is closed. Gates
It's
up.
at the dock, right?
Yes. The heliport is closed. The gate is locked. The office is dark.
Fine. Now that I'm closer,
Mm-hmm.
is there a way of smelling or sensing my own kind? What I'm gonna do also
Mm-hmm.
is I'm gonna cut my hand and drop a couple of drops of blood right where I'm at.
Okay.
Okay, because I know my own kind has like our we will have our blood is different from
Mm-hmm.
subbone. So in our language, I'm gonna call out to it.
Okay.
So I know it's basically a Chernal beast, but there besides Chernal beast, is there a different name that they kind of?
They have a secret name. Yes.
Right, I know I wouldn't know his secret name, but
No.
there's
I mean a secret name that they can be summoned by. But what you do know is that they hate it. Because they have to answer the call, but they're not. That's not a call of control. That's just a call.
So I'm gonna call it
Okay.
in our own language because that's what it's basically.
Okay. All right. Give me one sec here. You cut your hand, you drop the blood, and you call its secret name. You wait. You feel a stirring from your blood. It's like it's almost as if it's being charged like electrically. So now you know something is close. And from the water itself, it bursts from the water and flies and it's hovering right before you.
So I'm gonna take my glasses off.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell it in welcome. Greater beast, the seventh Nethai. So I don't call it hell. I don't. I kind of changed some stuff, Lou.
Okay.
So instead of
do your thing. Just
seventh planes of, I'm just gonna explain. So instead of seventh plane of hell it's really Nithheim. It's Nitheim.
okay.
Which is like another word for like those type of planes. So I also made the 7 planes. I'm gonna send it to you, but I did send you some stuff in Discord. So you could to your personal, so you could see what the stuff. But that's later.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let it known. Our Lord has blessed us this day. It has blessed me with your presence, and it has blessed you to come into this world to help us on our goal.
Was that it?
Well, I'm talking to it. Now, these things have intelligence, correct? Or are they more animalistic?
They are. Let's just say they're more bestial, and the choice to speak is not granted unless they respect the summoner. So right now it's hovering. You could see its mouth is slavering. The bottom of it is just. It's not a dragon traditionally.
Right.
It's mostly just wings, upper body, torso, its arms. A good visual. You guys remember? You guys seen that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he fights the devil at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes.
Good. That's disgusting.
I'll find the
That's
picture.
disgusting.
I'll find the picture and show you, but it's essentially just watching you speak. It's not really saying anything. You can sense it's getting impatient.
So Luke, out of character, so do I have to do a mental battle with it to control it?
You're not that far in your studies. This is a beast that you called for chaos. That means that it's not something that's controllable. A chaotic beast, by its definition, is not one to be controlled.
In my language, basically, enough with the roars. Because it's roaring, right? Did it just like kind of?
It did, and from the street, you can hear. From the street, you hear. Where is it? Some cars crash because it's right there by the highway.
So you're here due to me, due to our own Lord. At the same time, I can have you sent back to the 7th plane.
With that, its body starts to shudder. You can see you can see the pulse of the veins in its neck and the tensing of its muscles.
I ask that you align yourself with me. I am here for a purpose that our own Lord has sent me to do.
Okay.
So I may be dressed like this and look like one of these subborns, but I am a pure hellborn.
Okay. It roars again, and from where you're standing looking at it, there's a light, a red. It's the right side of its body starts to glow red, but the red is not coming from it. And your eyes train to something coming over the water, a streak of red light as it's coming. It's rising into the sky and now coming down at it.
Like a rocket?
Something like that.
You're being hunted already. Something's coming for me. I will talk to you again. Flee this moment before you are hurt.
Okay. So with just as you're finishing your monologue, a bolt of orange and red and yellow energy that's so intense that you feel it on your body. Remember, you may be hellborn, but you're still half human.
Right.
So for almost instinctually, you put your arm up as this beam hits it, and it lets out a roar, a mixture of pain and rage, as it hits it, and just shoot it and pushes it. The force of the blast pushes it into the water, and something is hovering there, and it's the gentleman that I showed you guys earlier. And if hold on for a second, I'll tell you right now where he is.
Inferno? Inferno?
Yes, it's Inferno.
Oh Lord.
So he turns to you, he's like, you, get away from it. And he's just, as he's blasting it, he's hovering maybe about 30 to 40 feet in the air. The intensity of his heat, you can feel as if he's, it's almost as if there's like a bonfire and you're standing too close to it.
Right.
Just juts of steam just coming out of the river as he's shooting at it.
I am. Give me a second. There is a ability.
I'm sorry, I'm making fun.
Oh,
That's not nice.
Thank you very much. There is an ability called Death. Target you choose within shorter range withers, suffering 3 points of damage. And I'm going to do that. It's going to cost me 2 intellect points.
Okay. So you've used how many? You used 2 this then. You're down to 7 intellect points. So you're starting to feel this drain because you're more than half of your intellect pool is gone.
Okay.
All right. Make your roll, please.
What am I rolling?
Just make your roll, and I'll tell you if you do it. You can choose to put more points to lower it, or not.
Okay, so
The 2 was just to activate the ability.
So I got to use my pool points, right?
Mm-hmm. And you only have 7.
I got 7. I got that edge.
Okay.
I bring down 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then all I can do is my effort is only 1.
7, 2, 4, 6, 9, 13. Yeah, so you can drop it. You can. It'll cost you an additional 2 if you want to drop it by 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, does my knowledge also works on that again?
Works on what?
On what I'm doing right now, the spell?
No.
Bring it down?
Nope.
Okay. 19.
Okay. So you're going to get an additional effect for this. You can either add more damage to the attack, if memory serves. Give me a second. Where's my thingy here? So you get a minor effect. You can either do 3 more damage or get a minor effect. such
3 more
as call like a call shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a call shot right to
So
his
it's
heart.
Either call, yeah, that's just part of his chest, not his heart. Now, okay, let's see. The spot on the defender's body. La 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 la. Well, this just does. What kind of damage does it do? It's necrotic.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just does death damage.
All right. Okay. You hit it. You hit him, and for a second, his flames flicker, and with that shock of what just happened and not knowing where it came from. Now, your abilities, do they have a visual component to them?
No, depending if it's like blood magic. If it's depending on the blood magic, but like that ability, it doesn't say anything. So, right when I do that and I see him, like his flames dim down,
It's just a sudden flicker, and the intensity of his heat, it dips, just in that moment of time when the ability takes effect, plus your additional 3 points. What's the damage on that attack? You said it was 3 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a total of 6 damage that you deal. And you can see he's just like, oh, what the fuck?
And right there, can I be able? What I'm gonna do is call it again, but with a force. Defend yourself in my hellborn language.
All right. I'll consider that a part of the minor effect. And with that, the thing comes up from directly below him. So he was shooting it at an angle. It comes up directly below him, and with the tendrils of its lower half, it like does a midair backflip and slaps him away. It slaps him away. You can hear just a crack, like a thunder crack, as he gets hit. He barely has time to defend. You know, he does the Dragon Ball Z crossing of the arms, and it cracks him, and you can see him fly right into the water. And with that, it turns to you. You can see a huge scar across his chest, and it doesn't. And it looks at you. It does another
growl.
It does another roar, and this one is much louder, and it has a pain element to it, and then it just goes right back into the water.
So I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
I know where it's at. I'm out of there.
Once you leave, you can see Inferno just shoot straight up from the water, and he's blazing. Like there's like you as you're moving away, there's a spot in the river where you can see the orange glow, and then the water's boiling in that section, and then he shoots right out into the sky to hover. Okay, so let's come back to Crosshair. Well, let's come back to Ethera. Ethera, you make it back to the lab. She's examining the data that you gave her, and I'm going to share with you something that was on that pad that she's looking at and making notes using the little bit of information that she was able to glean from their initial diagnostic.
Okay, great. Where are you showing it
I'm
to me?
putting it on Roll20, and then I will at some point put it on. Where is it? And
It'll get to Discord eventually.
It'll get to Discord eventually, correct. So this was on the pad. And
what in the resident fucking evil?
She's just like this was information that was taken from a couple of different some report of one of these things that was split in two by somebody named who gives a shit. It's one of those Helios guys, and they were able to gather this information and take some samples. So she's like, I don't understand how this thing works. It's almost, it's like it's a parasite. But it's not a parasite. Parasites usually just take and don't give back. This thing gives back. It's just like some sort of symbiosis. I don't understand it. It destroys everything about the host, but it keeps just the most basic elements of their physiology. It just and it makes it just. She's like, look at this. She's giving you terms. You're following along as best as you can. You can see the musculature. It's like it enhances the muscle fibers by about 200%. The density of its bones, all this stuff. But it's still vulnerable. I don't. It's just like there's something wrong with that cell. She's like, I don't think that this is it. This may be a damaged cell that's doing this. That's what I think. See, if I had to hypothesize this, what I'm looking, she's like, what we're looking at, and she brings up that other cell that you that I showed. She's like, because that's the commonality. She's like, what's there is just this. I think this isn't it. This isn't it. This is a damaged cell, and this organism is damaged. This is not it.
Well, what if there was a way to get a look at a better sample? I take my phone out, I open up Crosshair's message, and I show it to her.
Wait a minute. Where'd you get this? Is that
the Crosshair reached out?
I recognize that fucking glove. How does she have that? I
don't know. But
does she understand what could happen? There's something. Here's the other thing, and she's like, some of the diagnostic equipment she shows you, like the technicians, because she has video that's recording them, and the instrumentation is recording their diagnostic scans, and the diagnostic equipment that the cells were being scanned on had the same effect of that mini nuclear EMP pulse. It's just these things are it's defending itself on a cellular level. This is not possible. This has to be alien. This is like some alien virus or something like that. I don't know of anyone who has the capacity to be able to create something like this.
Oh.
It's like, if it's not alien, then it's government. It's one of these. It's either U.S. government or one of the superpowers that are just fucking around with gene splicing and it's
I don't say anything considering who I used to work for. Right. So
she's just going off. She's like she's going off on tangents of what it could be, and it could be any number of things. See, but the one thing that she knows for sure is that whatever this thing corrupts, it corrupts permanently.
So definitely don't get it on me.
You see, and the only real treatment is ultraviolet. But I don't even think that works when it's in someone. Does that make sense? It's just like when this substance is outside of the body, that's when we can attack it. But you saw what happened to Ashley. It was in her, and we had her covered completely with the UV light, and it was an annoyance. So maybe it's evolving. I don't know.
That would be very scary.
And then it didn't even sound like her. It sounded like something was. They kept saying we. Did you notice that? Did you notice that? Did you know that she was saying we?
I did. Do you want to talk to Crosshair?
I'll tell you what. I know I'm asking a little bit more for you than we've agreed to. But this is serious stuff. This could affect every one of us. It doesn't matter that we're playing the good guys right now and trying to figure this out, but this could affect all of us. Every human potentially on the planet. That's how serious this fucking thing is. The fact that it's not a global pandemic by now is just, that suggests to me that this is targeted. It's someone or something is controlling this.
Maybe as Shepherd. After all, it started with him. Or his message.
How? I don't. So I've seen. I've seen. This is like I've seen. Metahumans. I've examined a plethora of metahumans. This is the first time I've ever seen something like this. If this is the new breed, this is the new whatever, the new evolution of it, then we need to get rid of this. This can't be allowed. So
well,
yeah,
I'm definitely partial to getting rid of it, especially since it seems to be very interested in me. I don't like that.
Yeah, no, that's another thing. Why you? What? Did you do something different? You just went and got the information, right? And the and did you do anything different?
That's all I did.
If this thing is intelligent on a microscopic level, do you understand the implications of that?
Oh, I'm well aware, and I am worried.
Okay, yes, please go see Crosshair, and I'm not going to ask you to do anything that you are not comfortable with, but whatever you got to do to help us get that sample. If it's a pure version of it, then we need it. If it's the same thing, we can still use it. But I don't even know what I'm looking at. This could be a million things. This could this could change the human genome forever, or it could kill us all.
Understood. Okay, Vanessa, I will go and talk to Crosshair, and I have some ideas I'd like to look into. I'll keep you appraised.
Okay.
I walk up to the window where the scientists are doing their thing. Mm-hmm. I knock on the glass.
That freaks him out. He's like, oh my God.
Oh, no, it's free.
I press the intercom button.
Uh-huh.
I'd like my knife back and a half-dozen scalpels.
He looks from you to her, and he's like, I think, okay, yeah. They're using the gloved hand. They have gloved hands and the gloved hands in this and messing with the sample. They're able to extricate it with a focused UV light that doesn't destroy the entire thing from your blade. But then there's the dust, and that's another thing that she's worried about. It's because they haven't even started to examine that. We don't know if it's a carrier or if it spreads, if it's something that, if it's inhaled, if it's ingested, if it just touches your skin, do you get infected? Or if it's just harmless. You haven't been exposed to that, have you?
Outside of the same contact we all had?
No. From the car. Oh my God. She's like, Marcy, get me. He's like, everyone that was in that car needs to be isolated and examined. Blood. She's like full CBC, Campano, all this. So as she's walking away, it's just like, if you feel anything, I need you to come back here right away. But we need that sample, and I don't trust. I don't want those people around my research. They've been trying to get us to partner with them forever, and I refuse. They're just about taking and not giving back, and I'm done taking. I'm trying to give back.
Understood.
You know what I mean. Give back to the fucking planet, not to fucking idiots like those.
I nod my head. And then I look at the scientist.
And yeah, and they finally clear it, and he with 2 fingers he hands you your knife, and then they hand you one of those folding bags with the scalpels in them.
And I say, I'll also need a couple of those sample bags that you always carry around.
Take whatever you need. Just talk to Fred. He'll get it. Fred.
All right.
Whatever she needs. Whatever she needs. And she walks away with the pad in her hand, and she's walking towards the rest of the diagnostic equipment where they're readying her blood panel, getting the syringes out.
All right. Yeah, so I definitely get a couple of those sample bags just in case. And the scalp and half dozen scalpels. And I will make my way over to the what's that place called again?
The Obsidian?
Yeah, the Obsidian.
Okay. All right, so we're going to come back to Toreador, Crosshair, not Mystic Knight, Crosshair, and Audible.
Yep.
You're all meeting. You're talking, sent the photo. Audible and Toreador are still waiting to talk to you.
All right, so I'll walk out the vault. I close it. I stand in front of it. What's up?
So how could we help?
They were actually in the vault with you when you were talking, because
Yeah,
the
basically.
vault is where you.
I walk everybody. Out the vault.
Okay, all right, that's different, but okay.
I walk everybody out the vault.
Well, I guess basically we're trying to figure out what we could do to help, because, like I said, I got attacked by an associate of mine that was apparently affected by whatever that shit is, and that's what.
You get any of that black stuff on you?
Hell no.
On your clothes?
No. Well, on my sneakers, but when I gave it to that
would count as clothes.
Well, I gave it to homie in that worked there, and apparently I told him don't put them on, put them in a bag and store them. Apparently the idiot put them on and became one of those motherfucking things.
So you're the cause of him getting his hands cut off.
That was him?
He was the cause of his own demise. He was given instructions.
Look, you can't fix stupid.
That's too easy. But this thing, if it started at Helios knows more than what they're letting on to, and they're keeping everything under wraps. A little bit of information that we do have, it seems that this thing is almost predatory to the point where it wants to live. Like that movie, The Thing. Or even that comic book character, Venom.
I want to stop you right there, Crosshair. I'm just letting you know right now, so you don't waste your breath. And most of the shit you're talking about and referencing going right over my head. It just is. I get you trying to, like provide references, but I don't understand any of those references.
Hey, Audible, look, squirrel.
Maybe T does. I just don't. But I get what you're saying. Like, there's a lot of whatever it is. It's fucked up. It's a lot of fucked up shit. I got it.
Okay, let me put it into a language that you do understand. You are a football player. You were you was picked number 1 out of the draft. You put on the NFL. You played for the Atlanta Falcons. You was a running back and wide receiver. You had exactly 45 catches. You celebrated. You got 1 championship ring before you got hurt. You went on and celebrated. You met a female. You had a one-night stand. She was burning. You had AIDS, chlamydia, whatever. She passed it on to you.
Damn.
Instead of you getting a cure, it takes over your body on a cellular level where it breaks it down, where AIDS becomes you. You're not audible
Okay,
anymore.
okay,
You
okay.
are a living organism
I get it.
of age.
I get it. I get it. I get it. All right. Thanks. Like that. Look. I understood that reference.
That makes sense.
Thank God I never did that shit. Oh my God. Well,
Out of
let me
character. Duh,
ask-
I'm a football player. Look at I have a wooden spoon. Duh. That's basically what it is.
He just called
Okay.
you Bobby Boucher.
Just wow.
That's exactly what it is. It's just that strong, that aggressive. And right now, it seems almost like the Obsidian is almost trying to become ground zero with all this shit that's going on. Not to mention people getting chased in cars and
They all coming here.
gotta kill it. Gotta find some type of control. That's another reason why I want to talk to Vanessa Storm.
And at that moment, you get a ping.
I look at my phone.
Yep, you get that. You get it.
It's text message. We need to meet.
K.
Nice.
It's gonna have to be outside of your infested hotel.
She said,
Dang.
"Can we do this away from your petri dish?"
Meet me in the front.
How about further away? Something
Is Vanessa
chased
with you?
me. No, but she asked me to speak.
Meet
with
me
you.
out front.
Well,
Meet me out front.
the last time I was outside your hotel, something chased me.
You're not an ugly woman, so
Yeah, it was a little bit more than that. Kind
meet
of
me
like
across
it
the
wanted
street.
to be
I go across
inside
the
me.
street. I go across the too easy. I go across the street from the Obsidian.
Okay, so that still doesn't. What?
Red Roof
Toreador,
Diner.
Audible. What are you doing? As he's on the phone making plans with you standing there.
I say Red Roof Diner across the street from Obsidian.
That'll do.
Let me know when you're there.
So I asked her, "So what would you like us to do?"
Stick around. So y'all might have connections that can help. Any weird black goo, don't step in it. Don't touch it. Anything that doesn't look or feel right, leave it alone. Anything that you see that may cause harm to anybody in here, please come back and report it to me. Let me know. Let anybody know.
Okay.
I call Style. Where the hell is he at?
touching shit that he's not supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Spreading it all over the place.
You're just tracking it all over the place, yeah.
I'm gonna have to kill Sal.
He's probably rubbing his feet across the carpet like, ah.
Yeah.
He's like a dog dragging his ass across the carpet.
Pretty much. I'm gonna have to kill him. So I'm waiting for which calls Ping to let me know that she's at the Red Roof Diner.
Okay. All right. So I think Mystic Knight fell out of his chair. So what I'm gonna do
Won't
is
be the first time.
yeah, I'm gonna stop it here. It is past midnight here on the East Coast, and I think most, if not all of us, have work in the morning. So we're going to stop it here. And so for Audible, Mystic Knight, Diablo, Toreador, Ethera, and Crosshair, I am DM Destruction, and we will see you in the next adventure. Fun.